What's good, everyone? It's your boy YB and welcome back to It Takes Two. For this week, we decided to pick up the 50 Facts About Me tag.
So it'd be a little too long to do 50 each, so we decided to split it, do 25 each. Let's get started.
For those who know me, I use a lot of emojis when I text. Growing up, I wanted to be 6'6". I never reached that goal, but at least I'm 6 foot. I absolutely dislike scary movies. I just don't like them. I don't see the point in them, okay? Why you gotta scare me? Life is already scary as it is. I love showering in very, very, very hot water. I can't watch the same movie or the same show twice. As long as I remember what's going on in there, I just don't see the point. I absolutely love it when it's blazing hot outside. I'm talking like 30+ degrees Celsius. My phone is always on vibrate. It's never on loud, so if I miss your call, I'll call you back. I'm an early person. Even during weekends, I usually wake up around 8:30, but I hate mornings. Does that make any sense? I absolutely love photography. Whether that be getting a new lens, a new camera, a new lighting kit, angles, sceneries, you name it, I love it. On that note, go check out my Instagram. I used to be in love with basketball. I could actually dunk a basketball on a 10-foot regular net. Well, I don't know if I can still dunk now, but let's just say I still can, okay? My favorite number is 5. The explanation behind it is, I don't know, I just find the number very appealing. Like, I don't know, I just really like it. I prefer calling rather than texting. I know for a lot of people out there it's the opposite, but as I mentioned earlier, I actually use a lot of emojis when I text. The reason being is it's difficult to get your point across when you're texting someone. You could be texting them like, hey, and you could be extremely mad, but they wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? And also, when I text people, I usually forget to reply to them. So sorry to all my friends that I take so long to reply to. I'm that guy. Funny fact, I am an accountant. I know, you wouldn't have guessed. I have 2 cats, Fifi and Sophie. I used to hate olives, green or black olives, but now I love it on everything. Salads, pizzas, sandwiches, subs, I love them. English is actually the last language I learned. Growing up, I used to have a lisp. For those who don't know what that is, it's when you talk like this and you have difficulty pronouncing people's names. Don't talk to me. I actually got the amazing opportunity to be an extra in the latest X-Men Apocalypse movie that came out. It was an amazing opportunity. I got to see some very famous people and they actually gave me a bike to ride in there, so. I didn't make the cut, unfortunately, as I watched the movie like 15 times and slowed down the footage where I thought I was in. But you know what? It was a great opportunity overall. I broke my left pinky twice. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I broke my right pinky once. My left pinky didn't heal too well, my right pinky is all good. What happened was, it's too long of a story to tell. So if you guys want to know, just comment it down below and I'll make a video about it. I always wanted to go to Australia, so shout out to all my Australian peeps out there. You might see me there one day in Down Under. I am absolutely in love with seafood, more specifically, calamari. I know if you Google that right now, you might think it's disgusting, but don't knock it until you try it. Thank you later. On a negative note, I highly dislike unreliable people. Let's just leave it at that. I love mint chocolate. And last but not least, I've never been to the club, I've never been to a party, I've never done anything that was lit, so I guess I'm just a boring guy.
I'm a coffee addict, and I have an espresso machine that I use every morning, and I have coffees that I use from all over the world, whether it be France or Colombia. When I first made it to Canada and I went to music class, everybody was handed the recorder to learn the instrument. I was handed the tam-tam.
Discrimination, anyone?
I tried putting some contact lenses once, and I wasn't really too good at it. So I messed up, and one of the lenses slipped below the pocket of my eye. The doctor had to remove it with a needle. Best believe I'm never doing that again. My brother and I wear the same glasses. Mine are black, his are brown. I plan on visiting Italy one day and making a huge Europe tour. God willing. Whenever I find a new movie that I enjoyed, I love to watch it a second time with my brother just to see his reaction. My first job was at the dollar store, and all I did for shifts to 8 to 10 hours was make sure that the items were facing forward. It was a dull time of my life. When we were kids, an older kid took one of my brother's Legos and I tackled him and bit his ear until he gave him his toy back. For the longest time, I couldn't say the word hippopotamus. I used to say hippopotamus. I guess French and English used to get mixed up. I'm a wizard with computers. But to get there, a lot of computers had to die. You'll be missed. I had my first PB&J sandwich last year. I know, I'm late to the party. My favorite chocolate? Reese. I used to be very scared of dogs because when I was a kid, this huge dog chased me to the park and I had to wait on top of the slide until he left. And it took a whole 3 hours. Oof. I got scolded when I went back home for being late. When I was in high school, my wisdom teeth started growing and my whole jaw locked for the full 3 days and I couldn't open it wider than this. When I was in elementary school, I had a little side hustle where I would make some templates of certificates for teachers to give to students to congratulate them, and I would sell it to them, and believe it or not, I made a lot of money. When I was a kid, sometimes I would sleepwalk, and this one time my brother caught me sleep dancing on top of my bed, and I'm pretty sure I freaked him out that day. I was an extra in the movie X-Men Apocalypse that recently came out this year, and it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I was selling bread and it was pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't make the cut, but hey, breakfast and lunch was free. When we were kids, my brother and I used to be afraid of the dark. So we had this system where we would take guard shifts, and then one person had to wait all the way until the other person was asleep to sleep, and then would alternate from day to day. I cheated many times. I can hold a whole conversation while I'm asleep, just so people let me sleep longer and leave me alone. Most of the time I don't remember the conversation, but it's a useful skill to have. I participated in a lot of math contests, and I was actually pretty good. I had a late growth spurt, and for the longest time I was 5'9", all the way until 12th grade, when I boosted and made it to 5'11". And a half. After that growth spurt, my metabolism became very fast, and I was really skinny at the time, all the way until I started working out. People make fun of me about this, but I used to get lost in buses all the time. I would just get my directions all wrong. I would take west when I'm supposed to take east, and it would take me a full hour and a half to get home instead of just 10 minutes. Thanks to my friends, I learned English in 4 months.
We really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, let us know in the comment section below a few facts about you guys. We love to read them and we absolutely love to interact with you.
As usual, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, share, and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned with our content. But until next time, don't forget, it takes two.